get this bad boy rocking and rolling. Hello, beautiful kings and queens from all over the world. My name is Hadiato, and I'm so excited to be able to host this call today. You're not going to hear everything from me, but the young man you're going to hear from, he's going to completely and totally blow your mind. Before we get started, though, I want you to have your minds completely and totally open. See, I don't know who invited you on here. I don't know if it was a friend. I don't know if it was somebody that you met at the store, if it was somebody that is related to you. I don't know who it is, but what you should do right this second is shoot them a text message and say thank you. Understand this is an invite-only situation, and the reason that you are here is because somebody believes in you. They believe that you deserve more out of this life. They believe that you should be doing some amazing things with them and maybe just for your family. And so that's why you guys are invited here today. See, I was invited to information similar to this literally a year ago. I was invited to this, what you guys are about to see, and it changed the way that I was thinking. But it was because I was able to hear it from the young man that is going to speak here today. See, I was blessed enough to meet him very shortly after I said yes to this information. And he sat in a room for hours. I think it was 3 hours. It was the first time I ever met him. For 3 hours, he sat in the room and told us how he would help us win. See, it is very rare in life that you have somebody that is winning at a very high level and they are ready to reach down and grab you and pull you up with them. It is very rare that you can see somebody's heart right when they sit down, and that's what you get from this man that is going to share. But it's not that. That's just not it. It's not just his heart to serve. It's not that he's an amazing father. It's not that he is a phenomenal husband. It's not that. It's his leadership capability to take people to the very next level. Guys, understand that this is somebody that has made multiple millions in this industry. He's been on the corporate side of what you guys are about to see, but he's also been in the field with us, in the trenches, working with people day in and day out. And he's been able to not only create millions for his family, a residual income, but he's also been able to teach people how to do that exact same thing. Guys, whoever invited you here today wanted you to be blessed from one of the best, and that's exactly what's going to happen from this international speaker, from this world changer, from a person that has found his way in life and dedicated his life to helping you do the exact same thing. So without further ado, I want you to have a complete and total open mind and an open heart for the information that you are about to receive so that you can end your 2021 with a bang. And so without further ado, I'm excited to introduce you to Mr. Muzafer Najfi. Are you there, Muzafer?
I am, man. I love working with you, Hadiato. Like you can't be in an okay mood around Hadiato. Like you can't. And everybody calls her Hadi, and people love her. She's got like some of the best energy you will ever find. And my gosh, it's always fun. Thank you for the kind words. My goodness, it's almost like the only thing I could do is mess it up from here. And I don't want to do that. So I'm going to give you my best. I was always told to give my best and highest effort. And so I want to welcome all of you to our call. Welcome to this presentation. And I'm going to share my screen in a few moments. I just want you to understand that before I got started with this company, I was told, probably like a lot of people, Muzafer, if you want to become successful, go to school. You know, my dad is East African. My mom is Middle Eastern. I know that's a crazy mix all in itself. And what ended up happening is that, you know, they came to America and my dad didn't have an education. So he started working in the mailroom of Wells Fargo. And so my mom and dad combined made $30,000 a year income. That's what they made. And I'll tell you why. Why did I get started with this company? Why did I get started with this industry, this profession? Why did this end up becoming my calling? Now, for you, it may just be something that's part-time, or for some people, they want to replace their job and they want to make it full-time. And for other people, they want something even more significant. But for me, being that my mom and dad never came from a lot of money, and we were told that education was our key, and I got lucky enough to get to school and I was able to play sports. I played football in university. In my last year, I tore everything in my right knee, my ACL, MCL, and PCL ligament. And a lot of my friends ended up going to the pros. I had friends of mine that made it in the NFL. I had friends of mine that made it in the NBA. I knew people that made it in the NHL. I didn't have a lot of baseball friends, but I'm happy for them. But the point is, is that I had friends that did well in sports. I had friends that did well in music. And here I was, an injured young man that graduated with 3 degrees. And my best job offer was it was $35,000 a year. And so if you take away taxes and you're looking at how much you're making every month, it's that $2,500, $2,600, $2,700 a month. And it was frustrating, like it really was. And a friend of mine called me and he said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I said this magical word called nothing. And he said, "I want you to come to a meeting with me." And I said, "Okay." And he drove to pick me up to go to a presentation. Like, this is on Zoom. I went live in person. And I met a guy that was 24 years old. I was 21. And he introduced me to this profession. And the guy was making a 6-figure income a year at the age of 24. This is back in 1995. And I'm sitting there going, oh my gosh, whatever you're doing, I want to know. I want to learn it. And he introduced me to the owner of the company who became my first mentor. And ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to know something. If this is your first time listening to this, the reason why I said yes, it wasn't the money per se, to be able to use for me. And this is going to sound crazy, but when I was playing sports and I got injured, I cried because I promised my mom. See, my mom is a preacher and all she wants to do is help people learn about God. That's it. Like, that's all she wants to do. And she used to have to beg to get off of work in order to do that. And I remember telling her, like, "Mom, you're not going to have to do that anymore. Like, I understand you have to work so we can pay our bills. But when I become a professional football player, you won't have to worry about it anymore because I'm going to retire you." And I'll never forget when I got injured, I cried because I felt like my promise was never going to happen. And so when I saw this profession and I saw what the possibilities were, even though they never guaranteed me anything, but I saw what was possible. And so I ended up making a decision to say yes. And it took me 5 years of work, 5 years. And I was able to retire my mom. I wired $7,000 a month into my parents' bank account every month for 7 years straight. Today, my parents don't have a mortgage. Today, their life is completely different. And then the reason why I stayed in this industry, like why am I still here, is because I wanted to build something that I could give to my daughters and they could give to their daughters. That was an asset that was helping. That's something that could help them and their family financially for the rest of their lives. It's why I'm here. Like, it's not just to make money, because you can make money doing anything, but most people exchange their time for money. And so what ended up happening is that I fell in love with this concept, with this business model. And then at that point, what I was looking for was the right people to be in business with, ladies and gentlemen. Like, that was the only thing that I was focused on. And I got introduced to a family that literally started a business 20 years ago, and they've been debt-free. They opened up in over 40 countries. And I want you to understand that when I met the gentleman that you see on the left, his name is Isaac Ben Shabbat. When I met him, I was coming to the company to interview as the vice president. And this is in 2015. And he told me the story because I was like, "Listen, why did you guys go into business? Why? Like, I'm like a little kid. Why did you do it?" And he said, "Muzafer, what happened is that, my family was almost going to be homeless." I was like, "What?" He said, "Look," he said, "my brother came to America to raise money to go home and become a doctor." He said, "And my mom every Friday would cry because we lived in Israel. And my mom would cry because our whole family wasn't complete. My older brother wasn't there." And Isaac, the guy that you're looking at, he's the second child, right? So he's the younger brother of, and there's 6 children, but he's number 2. And he said, "Our family wasn't complete." He went into the military, Isaac, the guy that you're looking at in the picture. And he was between intelligence and he was a fighter pilot. And what happened is that mom said, "Go and bring your brother home." So after 7 years of being in the military, he had his first vacation, and he went to America. And his whole goal was to bring his brother home. So imagine, now they meet at the Houston International Airport and they hug like they're in the airport. And the older brother gives keys to this gentleman, Isaac, and says, "Here you go." And Isaac's like, "What's this?" He said, "You have to drive to Corpus Christi. And what I need you to do is drive the ice cream truck there because the truck driver's sick." And Isaac's like, wait a minute, I'm on vacation. And the older brother started screaming at him, saying, if you want to be a part of the family business, you're going to start at the bottom. And he's like, I'm on vacation. Like, I'm not trying to be in the family business. And what ended up happening, ladies and gentlemen, is Isaac went because he didn't want to disappoint his brother. The older brother called home to mom and dad and said, hey, I got good news. Isaac has decided to stay in America and help build the family business, but we're a little short on money. Can you help us? And the mom and dad, in a week, sold everything, their car, their house, their clothes. And they bought one-way tickets to America. And after the one-way tickets were bought, all they had left over was $60,000 US. And when Isaac came back from Corpus Christi, saw his whole family sitting in Houston, he said, what are we going to do now? And they heard this story about people in New York that sold toys in the middle of a mall. And they made $200,000 in 4 months selling toys. This is before there were any kiosks. And Isaac said, that's what we need. And they convinced the Galleria Mall in Houston to allow them to sell toys. They went online because they had to find a toy the mall didn't have. And they found this toy helicopter. I don't know if you ever remember, but when you pull the string, the helicopter would fly. And they found this in China. And the minimum amount of helicopters you could buy was 50,000 helicopters. Minimum purchase was $60,000. Their family only had $60,000. The father made an executive decision after the whole family said, no, 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 no. The father went and sent the money. Isaac said, what are we going to do? We have no money. We could be homeless. We don't speak English. They only spoke the language called Hebrew. And what ended up happening is he started calling his friends. Imagine getting that phone call. Hey, can you come to a different country? We don't speak the language. We're hoping the toys are going to come from China. We have no money. We need you to help us sell these toys. If they come, we can't pay you for 4 months because all the money we raise, we have to buy my parents' house back. And by the way, we cannot even pay for your flights. Ladies and gentlemen, 20 of his friends said yes. And they came and they started. Now the toys showed up from China. And in 4 months, they did not make $200,000. They actually made $4 million. $2 million of it was profit. And when I met with Isaac, I said, what did you do with the money? He said, Muzafer, what would you have done? Like, what would you have done? These people came to save my family. He said, I equally split the money with all 20 of my friends. And ladies and gentlemen, that's how this company started. We went from selling toys to then later on going into skincare, because being in Israel, they lived not far from the Dead Sea and their sister had skin challenges. She would go bathe in the Dead Sea and it helped her. So they wanted to bring that to the world. So they designed a phenomenal Dead Sea skincare line. And then in 2009, if you're looking at the timeline, L'Oreal came to buy us. We said no. We convinced L'Oreal to become our manufacturer. And then we convinced L'Oreal to sign a non-compete. And then in 2011, we got advice to change our business model to direct sales. Warren Buffett bought a direct sales company and said that retail is going to take a big hit. This is in 2010. He said, if you don't get involved in e-commerce, social sharing, social networking, you're missing it. So we changed our business model and we ended up growing significantly. I came to the company in 2015. When I heard this story about Isaac equally splitting the money to his family, to his friends, like 20 of his friends, I found a guy that had integrity, character, honesty, and heart. And that's who I wanted to be in business with. That was the reason why I said yes to Secret. And in 2018, we connected with the most powerful nutritional line because of a gentleman that you're going to hear from tonight that partnered with one of the top doctors in the world. And then in 2021, we had another partnership with one of the individuals you're going to hear from tonight. And we brought on the most incredible lifestyle company on the planet. And so tonight's going to be filled. And our whole goal is to teach you how to live the good life. Secret is spelled S-E-A because we started a skincare line from the Dead Sea. And we believe that the Dead Sea was the best kept secret. But it's turned into the good life. It's turned into a way to help people look better, feel better, and experience the world. So many people just exist. They wake up every Monday at the same time. They eat at the same time. They sit in rush hour traffic at the same time. They get to work at the same time. They take breaks at the same time. They go home at the same time in rush hour traffic at the same time, to eat dinner at the same time, to argue with their spouse at the same time, to go to bed at the same time, to wake up again at the same time. That's called existing. It's not called living. And so I want to show you how to look better, feel better, and experience the world. We'll start with look better because most people I meet want to look younger, longer. Like I don't meet people that go, hey, I want to get older faster. Like if that's the case, run from those people, right? What I want you to know is the Dead Sea is the lowest point on earth. 1.7 million people visit it every year. It's got 21 minerals that 12 of them are exclusive. And so when I started looking at what we have, because the Dead Sea is written in every major religious book, like, have you heard of a book called the Bible or the Torah or the Quran? Like it's in there. You know, so our goal was to bring these minerals from the Dead Sea in a skincare line powered by L'Oreal to the world, right? Think about that. Our whole belief is we're created by nature, tested by science, and we're proven by the people that use our product. We've got products for your face, for your aging, for your hair, for your body, for a men's line. Like it's absolutely incredible. But our number one product is our mud soap. Like I always keep one on hand. Our mud soap. Like this thing is absolutely incredible. It's one of my favorite products. Look, I got it right here on the video if you can see it. Like it's one of my favorite. It's our number one seller, ladies and gentlemen, and we don't even do any advertising on it. Like it's so funny. I ask people, what is the first thing you do in the morning? Do you do finances? Do you go on the internet? Like what do you do? Most people go, I shower. I go, great. What do you use in the shower? Soap. I said, when it runs out, what happens? They said, we just buy more. I wanted to be involved in something where people don't think and they continue to buy because it's a necessity. That's the industry I wanted to be in. Like that's where I wanted to earn an income, is from a necessity that you don't think about and you just continue to buy. And so when we were operating kiosks in the middle of a mall, understand that most people don't want to stop at a kiosk. Like think about it. If you go to a mall today, do you really want to stop at a kiosk? And most people go, no. Like they act like they're on their phone. And so what we had to do is we had to do the numbers. For every 50 people that walk by, only one would stop. And when that happened, you had to get them to say, wow. You had to get them to believe. You had to get them to fall in love. And so we created through technology 5 wows. Now I can't go through all of them, but I can go through a couple of them, right? What you're looking at is a salt and oil scrub, that when people do this, it's for your neck down, it's for your body. How your body feels after you do this, it's incredible. There's body butter, there's a buffing block. I had a friend of mine that came over, he works with Michael Jordan, and he came over to my house the other day, and he buffed his nail using that buffing block. And he was like, this is the best I've ever seen. Today, he sent me our competitor's buffing block. He's like, there's no competitor. Even though this looks like yours, there's no competitor. He goes, I did it. And I just started laughing. And then there are 2 more products. So the one I'm going to do first is the M4 that you're looking at on the right side. Everybody's always like, watch the magic, watch the magic. Most people have used a mask. And what happens is they remove it with water. Like they let it sit on for 20 minutes and they remove it with water. This one, you let it sit for 3 to 5 minutes, 3 to 5. This young lady did it. She did this video and let it sit there. And then how do you remove it? A magnet. Look at that. That's a magnet, ladies and gentlemen. No joke. It's my funnest demonstration. And it pulls all the toxins and dirt and all of it. And it leaves this natural oil that feels amazing that you rub in. But this one right here, this video alone, when she posted it on the internet, had over 255,000 views, over 2,500 shares. I can't even tell you how many customers came about just from this video. It was absolutely incredible. Now, the second wow that I love to show is our peeling gel. This one right here, it removes the dead skin. See, most people shower, they clean themselves. And a lot of people do step number 3, which is moisturize, but the majority don't get rid of the dead skin. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at it. It's everybody. That'll happen to you. It'll happen to me. But I normally do this demo, but I want to show you this video. Why am I showing you a tattoo? Because this product was for your face and your neck. But what happened is that people started putting it on their body and it removed the dead skin that was sitting on top of a tattoo. And the tattoo looked brand new. And then we started going to another person that had a tattoo, brand new, tattoo, brand new. And now we've got tattoo parlors that are selling this product because it's absolutely amazing. We've got products that help acne. We've got products for men. Like I had a friend of mine going, listen, I need an eye booster. Like I need my eye. He didn't say I need an eye booster because that would be crazy, but he said, I need something for my eyes. I said, you need our eye booster. Let's just be clear, because this is one of the most powerful eye boosters there is. So many people have puffiness and stuff under their eyes. It's letting you know. This one is absolutely phenomenal. I have friends of mine that had a lot of ingrowns underneath their necks. And so when I showed them this, they flipped out. Now, this one, the name on the street is Botox in a box. Now, there is no Botox in there. That's just the street name. I joke around all the time, but it's called Recovery. Recover. Recovery is our nutrition. This is Recover. And if you look at it, these are people that in 15 to 20 minutes had phenomenal results. Yes, 15 to 20 minutes. And some people go, no way, no way. Look, I got so many before and after pictures. This young lady had puffiness on both of her eyes. And we did one side. She goes, can you please do the other? And we said, yes, once you buy it, like credit card, like, hello. I said, I'm not a spa. I market the best skincare line in the world. Have you ever met people that had dark circles? Like, I just went on tour. I was in Dallas, I was in LA, I was in San Diego, I was in San Antonio, and everybody, like when I said, do you know people that have dark circles? So many people said, me. And I said, I had a friend of mine that had dark circles. And what we did is we had to help them. Do you guys want to see the dark circles go away? Look, bam, they're gone. Okay, I'm just joking. This is just a joke. Like, this one really is a joke. Like, we don't test on animals. We don't do any of that stuff. But here are people that are not a joke. 5 years of using the product. That's Kathy's before and after. Liz is my friend that used for 7 years, ladies and gentlemen. Look at her before and after. Like, I could spend time on looking better all day long, because most people I know want to look younger longer. Now, number 2 is to feel better, right? Everyone I know wants to feel better. Wellness is where you want to be, ladies and gentlemen. And Dr. Howard Cohn has been a healthcare practitioner for 30 years. His clinic has a waiting line, like there's a wait list to get into his clinic. He's treated over 50,000 patients, trained over 50 doctors, and he created a line that's organic, vegan, non-GMO, no sugar, no dairy, no soy, no nuts, no nightshades, no problems. Like, he never wanted you to have to apologize for any ingredient. And man, did he hit a massive grand slam with this. Products from energy to protein to greens to a digestive enzyme to products for weight loss to recovery, which helps with challenges, to something for sleep. Like, I want to tell you something. There's 4 major challenges. He said, Muzafer, 90% of my patients have 4 things, 90%. He said, if I can help with these 4 things, then we are in great shape. Number 1 is people's energy. Have you ever met people that are tired? Some of you are on the phone right now. Some of you are like, man, what are you and that first lady on? Like, what is that lady taking? Like, Hadiato, what does she take? And I promise you, she takes both of these products, right? Number 1 is greens. Like, my grandmother used to say, eat your greens, but she said it in a different language. And she did say it just like that. And greens, because vegetables, ladies and gentlemen, are phenomenal, right? Greens are phenomenal. There's 22 raw vegetables inside of there that are not cooked over 111 degrees, so they're raw. And then we came out with an actual energy product that is clean, organic fuel. So there's no spike and crash. It's this maintained energy. Number 2 is sleep. So many people have challenges there. Like, if your computer was freezing right now, most of you would reboot it. And the beauty is that this product helps you reboot before you go to bed. It's called boosters, alkaline boosters. It helps your body become more alkaline, right? I just want you to understand it's the most phenomenal product. I take it before I go to bed. I wake up refreshed more than I can ever explain. Like, it's phenomenal. Trauma, discomfort. Have you ever met people that had something, I don't know, in their head, their shoulders, and their knees, and their elbows, and their fingers, and their arms, and their, like, wherever, in their ankles? Like people have discomfort. And this product, Recovery, has become our number 1 seller. It's molecular hydrogen, ladies and gentlemen. All I can tell you is that it's phenomenal. Once you use it, you will never stop. And then weight. Some people want to gain it. Some people want to lose it. What we did is we came out with a program, and then we did this whole Club Fit Challenge where we had 60 days where people were following a system. And there was over 2,000 members that joined, over 6,000 posts, like 100,000 comments, 300,000 reactions, and over 13.2 pounds were lost by the average participant. Think about that, right? These are some before and after pictures, and people go, what if I just want to maintain good health? I go, then just go with a 3-step process. Shake and greens for breakfast, recovery 2 times a day, and boosters before you go to bed. That's for health made simple, ladies and gentlemen. Now, people still need to see a doctor, but they don't have medical insurance. Some people do. They have to make copays. They have to do all this stuff. With Secret, when you become a part of our Club Secret program, you get this membership, which is access to a doctor 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on your phone, on your computer. You know, I've met so many people. Like I was at a restaurant and these young ladies, one of them, their foot was completely swollen. She didn't know what to do. She didn't have insurance. She was from New Jersey. We were sitting in Vegas and she was just like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I didn't know her. I was just sitting on the other side of the restaurant eavesdropping, right? Because that's what we do. And she said, I wish I had a doctor. And there was a pharmacy across the street. If she would have had Club Secret, she could have contacted the doctor on her phone while sitting in the restaurant. He could have written a prescription to the pharmacy across the street called Walgreens, and she would have been in better shape. She wouldn't have to have gone to an urgent care, paid a copay, like any of that stuff. Like most people's one copay and all this other stuff, like you get a Club Secret program for that, which gives you everything. So I just talked to you about looking better. Now let's talk about experiencing the world. Travel hasn't gone anywhere. Like some people go, no one's traveling. I go, you haven't been to an airport recently. But everybody wants a discount. Everybody wants a deal. Everybody wants a hookup. And all people know about is like Priceline and Expedia and Travelocity and Kayak. I've used all of them. I'm at the top tier of discounts for Priceline because I've used them for 15 years until Club Secret came. We got this booking portal, ladies and gentlemen, that I now use for all my travels. And I save more money than I've ever saved before on every trip. Like you want your own booking portal and you have it with Club Secret. Here's some examples, right? This is in Kissimmee, Florida, which is not far from Disneyland, but you save 62% going through us versus other places. This is 31%, 44%, 37%. But what really makes this unique is we have these escapes, which are these curated vacations, 4 to 5 star vacations, VIP host and treatment, round trip, right? Like airport transfers. Like to me, have you ever been to Mexico? And it's like everybody and their dog wants to take you somewhere. Like you come out and everybody's sitting there. Imagine not having to worry. Imagine having a host at the resort waiting to go, hey, welcome, right? Welcome. Let me make sure you get situated. Here's an example of one of those trips. And like, it's real. Like you can book this right now. And people are going, wait a minute, 5 days, 4 nights, all inclusive, welcome reception, a host, farewell dinner, like just for me, round trip airport transfers. Plus I can hang out with other people that are part of the Club Secret community. That's what separates us from other memberships. Like Netflix, you're not going to go hang out with other Netflix people. Amazon, you're not going to go hang out with other Amazon people, but imagine being a part of a community that you get a chance to hang out, meet people. We did 2 of these trips to the Grand Palladium, and then we did one at the Fives, and people were like, this is one of the best resorts, and you get an upgrade to luxury, including everything else. Give us another one, please. So we did 2 separate dates for the Fives. But then there are our experiences, ladies and gentlemen, from Wimbledon to Kentucky Derby to F1 racing to PGA golf to professional football and Hall of Fame game and hockey and concerts. All of it's part of the Club Secret program. Here's an example, right? The NCAA championship, you get $100 off because you're a Club Secret member, right? Kentucky Derby, 10% off the packages because you're a Club Secret member, right? The Super Bowl, 10% off because you're a Club Secret member. One Super Bowl package, and it pays for years of your Club Secret membership. Just the amount of money that you're saving. This one right here is called Golden Sands. We have over 200 people that registered for this one because it's like a vacation and a private concert all wrapped into one with an upgrade to a junior suite. And then there's loyalty points for using this. Look, ladies and gentlemen, experiencing the world is where it's at. So if you want to look better, feel better, and experience the world, welcome to Club Secret. And people go, well, how do I become a customer? You can buy products at retail. Like there's no obligation. You can just buy onesies and twosies. But if you want to become a VIP customer, because people go, Muzafer, I want to hook up. Like, hook me up. And I go, here you go. You can be a VIP customer and you'll save over 20% on the same products. But if you become a Club Secret member, a Club Secret customer, so for the cost of 1 Starbucks a day, for the cost of a tank of gas, you get an extra 10% off of VIP pricing. You get the telemedicine program. The doctors that I was telling you about, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You get the discount booking portal. You get the curated trip, the VIP experience, brand partner discounts, loyalty points, and more for $65 a month. Listen, that membership is phenomenal. And some people go, well, didn't you say there was something about earning an income? Yes. How do we become business partners? Like if we really were to start this, like you and me, like let's just say you and me, we were having this conversation, what would it cost? Millions. You know what it costs for you to be our business partner? $49. Oh, Muzafer, that's too good to be true. How do you know if you don't find out? What I'm telling you is that imagine paying $49 and getting some products. So yes, you're going to want some products. You can start with our preview pack, and there's one of 3 choices. Or you can do the power pack, right? Which also has what people call samples. We call them experiences, right? They get sent to people's home. They look just like this, whether it's the skincare, right? Imagine you can send this directly to people that has the wows, the demos, the videos that I showed you, they can demonstrate it. Or even the nutrition, right? Yes, it's not, the reason we don't call it a sample is because it's literally a full experience. So we call them experiences. It comes in the power pack, and you can send out 10 of them to whoever you want to. We'll ship them for you. That's the power pack. The professional pack is the one that I did because I was building a professional business, and I treat this like a business. In all of these packages, you get Club Secret for the first month for free, and the price will drop every month after that. Instead of $65, it's $50 a month. Like that's what makes it phenomenal when you get a package. That's why I tell everybody you want to get a package. Now there's 7 ways that we earn an income. We don't make any income claims or guarantees. Just like if you go to a gym and sign up, it doesn't mean you're going to become ripped and shredded. But there's 7 ways that we earn an income. Number 1 is from Club Secret customers, right? It's from customers as a whole, but there's 2 types of customers. Club Secret, like who do you know that wants access to all of what Club Secret has? Mom, dad, uncle, auntie, brother, cousin, sister, niece, nephew, neighbor, grandma, grandpa. For every Club Secret customer, you make $13. So I gave some simple theoretical examples. And then when people buy a product, you make 20 to 30% of what they buy. Like I had a friend of mine that I told you, he works with Michael Jordan, and he came over to my house. We started talking. He goes, I want the skincare. What should I get? And I showed him. And he spent over $250 on product. And they paid me between 20 and 30%, ladies and gentlemen. This was just on Tuesday night. And some people go, okay, well, listen, I know other people that would like to earn a second income. We're coming into the holiday season. We're coming into a new year. If you continue to do in 2022 what you did in 2021, you're going to be in the same place going into 2023. So for things to change, you have to change. For things to get better, you have to get better. For things in your life to change, your thoughts have to change. Right? So we want to help you build a team. Most people, if they work, they make money. If they don't work, they don't make money. Do you remember the demonstrations that we did where you saw the magnet take the skincare off? You know how good that worked? That's how good our nutrition works on the inside of your body. That's how good our travel and lifestyle packages work for your life. And that's how good this compensation plan works for your finances. You start introducing people, and one person goes, hey, I want to get started. And they're on this call tonight. And they go, I'm going to do the middle package. I won't do the small, and I can't do the big, but I'll do the middle. You earn $60. So the obvious is if you bring 2 people that do the same thing, you would earn 120. Nope, we give you a bonus. So you earn 240. 2 people. If you help those 2 bring 2, you make 670. If you personally bring 6, you make 1,150. Like it's absolutely phenomenal. The 3rd way we get paid is when we build this team. Right? So there's the initial money when they get started, and then there's an override pay, which is called team cycles. So when you have 2 people on one team, 1 person on the other, because we only build 2 teams. So even if you bring 3 people, 2 will go on one side, 1 will go on the other. If you bring 2 and one of them brings 1, it doesn't matter. What happens is that you earn an override, which we call a team cycle. It's $45. It starts at 30. When you get promoted, it goes to 45. I want you to understand, if you have 4 people and 2 people, you make 190. Most people are going, wait a minute, shouldn't it just be $90? Yes, we gave you a bonus. Check it out. 1 cycle is $45. 2, that means your team is growing. You make 90 plus $100 builder bonus. That's 190. So if you did that every week, that's what you would earn. 3 cycles, that means your team is growing even more. 4 cycles, 5, 6. A cycle is basically just as your team is growing, whether they have customers or they're using products themselves. It's all product sales, ladies and gentlemen, on your left team and on your right team. That's all it is. And we show people how to get to 6 of these cycles per week. And that's what you would earn if you did that every 4 weeks. Look, we also have to tell you that as the team continues to grow, we can't pay forever. There's a limit. The limit is $25,000 per week, ladies and gentlemen. That's the limit. And if you can't live off of that, we need to have a separate conversation called an intervention. Then we've got a check matching program. So if you introduced me and I earned $1,000 in override commissions, you would earn an extra 20%. And if I earn 10,000, you earn an extra 20%. Like, you may not remember all the numbers. Just know that when you get customers, you make money. When you introduce other people that start this business and they get customers, they make money, and then you make money, right? We have diamond trips when you hit a certain rank, and we have the top position in our company that gets $1 million bonus. Some people, it's taken them 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. One of my closest friends, it took them 10 years. Right? Is it worth 10 years of work? And we have a training program, ladies and gentlemen, in place to help you become successful. Before I wrap up, I want you to hear from some people, right? The first person that I want you to hear from is a buddy of mine. Without him, the nutrition wouldn't be here. And I want you to hear his background. He was the youngest Mr. USA winner. And he connected us to the doctor. He and I have been friends for 19 to 20 years. Mike, I'd love for them to hear where you come from, like before this profession, what's happened since you've gotten started with Secret. And I'd love for them to meet you. So he's one of our top leaders, ladies and gentlemen. He's one of my closest friends. And he is in this presentation in this company is what you called a diamond agent. And their team is doing 80,000 on one team, 80,000 on the other team in a 4-week period. And that's Mike Zinardali. Mike.
Muzafer, can you see me?
Absolutely.
Awesome, man. I'll tell you what, if I was watching this for the first time, I'd sign up right now. Thanks so much for having me on tonight, Muzafer. You know, I said yes to this profession 25 years ago, but, you know, it wasn't always like that. I grew up with sports and nutrition. That was my background. I was, very fortunate after winning the USA competition to work with the Pittsburgh Steelers for a couple of years, and then became a spokesperson for, at the time, the world's largest sport nutrition company. And I thought that's where I'd spend my career because I loved what I was doing. I loved the ability to educate people on the benefits of that particular product line. But when I moved from Pittsburgh to Southern California after 4 years of working for them, the company was sold and my division was cut out. And I was suddenly, I didn't know anybody in California. I was there. I didn't have it. I didn't have a work. I had a degree, but I found that it wasn't worth very much when I was going out there and I saw this profession. And I thought it was just so unique that somebody else would figure out how to build, create products, and they'd back the whole thing financially. All I had to do was find customers and find other people that wanted to work with me and be able to make the money. And I tell you what, this profession has changed the way I think. This profession has changed the way I've been able to earn income. And the freedom that I've been able to have is something that I don't think you could ever experience having a traditional career. Not that that's bad, but if you want real freedom, it doesn't come with money. It comes with the ability to make choices that you want, to do the things and be with the people that you want. But you know what? I had a mentor years ago, and he said, Mike, listen, I know right now that your income is about the same as the 5 people you hang out with most. It's really, really close. He said, if you want to change your income, you better find people that make a lot more than you ever have, pay attention to what they do. And there's a chance if you work really hard, you'll get what they got. And I'm thankful that we had an opportunity to get here to Secret, well, I guess close to 4 years ago now. And I tell you what, just this community, this family, Isaac Benjamin, your leadership and the leadership of others that we're all here paving the road for us. It's just made it such a great place to work. It really does feel like you're with your family and with your friends when you come to a big training. But I tend to tell you, that's the key to this success. I wouldn't be here today. I would not have been lasted this long in this industry if there wasn't training available. And you only get trained by people that are doing excessively well and have had a track record of doing well over and over and over again. And they're teaching you what they do every single day in the field. And that's a very unique opportunity, because you won't find many professions where someone's doing way better than you and they're willing to teach you to compete with them. But I tell you what, I'm so thankful to you for all the work you did to bringing our company here, and what you continue to do for all of us. And I'm just thankful for Isaac Benchavat and the family that he has, the community that we've created. So thank you, Secret. And I know that 2022 is going to be the absolute very best year of my career.
I appreciate it, brother. And I'd love to go over to the other side and get you guys to hear from someone out in Chicago. To look at his success and being a professional in the basketball world, to being a professional in our world, and to see what he's created. And we become very close friends. He's reached one of our top ranks. Mr. Corey, if you could introduce yourself, let everybody know what's happened before, what's happened since you've gotten started in Secret, man, I'd really appreciate it.
Muzafer, can you hear me? Can you see me, brother?
Absolutely.
Awesome, awesome. So what's up, everybody? My name is Corey Brown, and I was fortunate enough to see this industry about 8 years ago through a good friend of mine. But the thing about me seeing it was totally different. I'm hearing some great stories here, but I seen it because I'm a retired ball player. So I was fortunate enough with a talent God bless me with to make a lot of money, but unfortunately I wasn't taught to manage it. So my money got funny, and my credit wouldn't get it about 9 years ago. And I had to do something different. My house is going in foreclosure. I'm a single dad, was raising my daughter. She was about to go to college, and daddy didn't put the money up because he was worried about me and not she. So I had to do something quick. But unfortunately, I graduated from college. But I realized when I graduated, I was born with a condition. I'm allergic to W-2, so getting a job was very tough for me. I didn't know that. So I had to do something where that wasn't effective. I had to do something different. And a great friend of mine showed me this industry. A beautiful woman by the name of Dana James showed me this industry. And the thing about it was, I didn't know what the heck she was doing. But what got my attention was I saw her in China. Now, people, a really quick caveat, people look like me usually don't pick vacations in China, but I didn't understand there was a world out there for us. Thank the Lord for friends. And she showed me this, and it blew my mind. And all I thought was, everybody wants to travel. Everybody want to look good. Everybody want to feel good. It's not rocket science. All I had to do is show them without the middleman. And that's what I did. And as Muzafer said, luckily with blessings, I've had a great career here. But the fun part about it is I've taken a lot of people with me, and daddy made the money to put his daughter in college in 11 months. But because she saw what I was doing, because she saw I was dedicated to her, she got a full ride. So what happened? Corey, money ain't funny no more, and it's credit getting. So I just want to say thank you to Club Secret. Thank you, God, for putting me here and putting me around people like you, Muzafer.
I appreciate it, man, and congrats on all your success, and thank you for what you're doing. And ladies and gentlemen, I'd love for you to hear from the young lady that started this call out, just a quick background and what's happened since you've got started. Hadiato, I'd love for people to hear from you.
For sure, for sure. Thank you so much, Muzafer. Great presentation. If you guys are here for the first time, you literally just saw it from the best, so you should feel blessed. My name is Hadiato, and I was introduced to this industry 9 years ago. And I come from a sports background also. I actually was working within the NFL, so it looked like I had a really cool job, but cool job does not equate to cool bank account, okay? And I got to the point where I didn't care about what other people thought. I cared about me doing the things that I said I was going to do in life. I saw this right before I donated my kidney to my brother, or this industry before I donated my kidney to my brother. And I said, I needed in the quest for freedom. I feel like it's so important for you to do things that give you the potential to have the lifestyle that you deserve. Now, a year ago, like literally around this time a year ago, I was introduced to Secret, and I was scared. I'm like, I'm a former athlete. I don't know a whole lot about makeup. My friend's got to take care of that for me. So I was like, how does this work? And here's what I realized. When you're thinking about business, you should be thinking about what the world wants and what the world likes, not what you want and what you like. I mean, if Rihanna became a billionaire off of this industry, this beauty type of industry, this personal care industry, how crazy would I be to say no to an opportunity very similar? Like, I just felt like it made sense. And so I said yes around this time last year, and it was the best thing that I could have ever done, because during the holiday season, I'm the number one consumer. I am shopping for everybody, getting stuff for everybody, but wouldn't it be really cool to now be the retailer? If billions of dollars are being spent on this day or these holiday season, I want some of it too. And so the business part of me kicked in and said, I'm going to try this bad boy out. I'm going to go to the trainings that they tell me to go to. I'm going to do the things that they tell me to do, and I'm going to see how it works. And it's allowed us to get to the level of diamond within this company. It's provided me the opportunity to tell my mom that she could stay retired. I could tell her, like, you don't have to go to work, you know, like, I could help you take care of things. It's allowed me the opportunity to be able to go on trips when I want to. It's allowed me to not be stressed and have to check my bank account every 2 minutes, guys. When you get to that point in life, it's something special. And why I'm grateful for Secret, like, the most is because I can help other people do the exact same thing. So Muzafer, I'm so excited about our future together. I'm so grateful for your leadership and mentorship. And guys, this is the right place at the right time. Let's have some fun.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you. And last but not least, you know, one of the individuals that helped this connection happen for us to have a lifestyle program. He's had tremendous success over the last couple of decades. And I'd love for you guys to hear from a good friend of mine, a brother to me, and that's Jefferson Santos.
Thanks, Muzafer. Amazing job, by the way. What's up, everybody? Jefferson Santos here. I live in the Dallas, Texas area with my beautiful wife, Megan. And prior to getting started in this industry of direct sales network marketing, I played football at the Naval Academy, got yelled at over there, played football at Texas Christian University. And then, so my background's always been around teamwork, and got started in direct sales 25 years ago, struggled for almost 10 years. Now, I don't know if you've ever tried something and struggled at it. And there's many times in my head I wanted to quit, but the thing is that I was just learning. And so I'd go to these events. And what happened was I made a commitment that I was going to finish. And 11 months ago, when a lot of us came over to Secret and we brought the lifestyle part, and literally it's been amazing because my wife has been in the beauty care industry for 10 years prior to us getting married. I was in the travel and tourism industry for 15, 16 years. And so now combine that with the personal care and the nutrition, this lifestyle brand is just amazing. Everybody wants to look better, feel better, and experience the world. And so what's happened is in 11 short months, I've hit the rank of a red diamond, which is a significant rank in this company. And as you get involved, you'll see what that means. And what that means is freedom. You know, we have two little boys, Harrison and Livingston, that are 9 and 7. We get a chance to hang out and do things with them. We get to take them around the world. We get to take them to places. We're literally going on vacation every month or two, and we're showing them the world. And it's just been life-changing for us. So with that said, I'm going to hand it back over to you, Muzafer. Appreciate your leadership and everything that's going on here with Secret. Thank you, my friend. And to everyone that spoke, I really appreciate it. And so most of you are going, look, how do I get started? You know, the obvious is our system, our training system. And I got good news and I got some challenging news. The good news is that the next training that's major is happening in January. The challenging news is I think that it's 99% filled. So I hope that some of you still get a ticket because it will sell out in the next week. As far as building a business is concerned, ladies and gentlemen, your friend that introduced you, this is them in the green, and they're building a team, and the next available spot is up to you. You go yes today, that's yours. If you go, I don't know, I want to wait, then you can hang off on the side. And all I can tell you is that the next person they introduce, John, for example, will go, okay, I'm in. And then you go, wait, I'm ready. Then you go right here, right? You go right here because the longer you wait, the further you fall. But then you start building a team, it's okay, but check it out. John still builds a team. And I hope you're thinking the way I'm thinking. If I would have started, John and his whole team would be under me. But because I waited, this happened. Because the early bird gets the worm. Get started. Make sure that's you. Get the next available spot and let's build a team. Your first way of getting started, ladies and gentlemen, is pick a package. You can do the professional package like I did. You can do the medium package or the small one. Either one is up to you. And then let's help you get 2 people introduced. This will be on video for you to be able to use. We have other presentations on video. You know, last week I did a presentation and the testimonials were from an anesthesiologist, someone that did insurance, someone that was a CPA. There's so many people with different backgrounds. You have to ask yourself, where do you fall? Are you someone that's ready to go? Let's get started. I'm an A, like let's go. Let's go to work. I want to build a team, build a business, build a customer base. Or are you someone that wants to just be a customer and use our product? And that's okay. If you just want to be a customer, it's okay. And the third person's going, I want to see. I just want to see how you do. I want to see. I want to wait and see. I want to just see. It's okay. You can do that too. We're not going anywhere.
And when you're ready, we will be here. But I'll tell you right now, opportunities are never lost. They just go to people that take advantage of them. And so many people tell me that Muzafer, the key to success is being in the right place at the right time. I go, that's not true. Bill Gates talked to 5 of his friends. All 5 of them were in the right place at the right time. 2 said yes, 3 said no. It's when you take action of being in the right place at the right time, which is the key to success. Get together with the person that asked you to be here. Let them know if you're an A, B, or C. Get started. Don't miss this. Welcome to Secret, everyone. Have a great night, and God bless.